Good morning guys, so it is mid-April already and I'm finally coming out of what's been quite a rough period of just work and motivation. It's been going on for about 4 or 5 months now, but since the end of March I've been feeling a lot better, doing a lot better at balancing my days, staying self-disciplined when it comes to work, but also knowing when to stop so I don't burn out. I'm finally back on track with putting in my best effort every day and not feeling like I'm wasting my time, which I have felt like since about November. I still need to balance my work and home and social life because I do find that going on nights out and stuff like that does tend to throw me off for a good few days, and because of that right now I am slightly behind with work. So I thought while I have the energy and the drive, I'm just going to commit to getting as much work done as possible, just staying really focused, really committing to just knocking out as much as I can, getting caught up into a good place where I can just keep living this more balanced and more productive life. My mum's actually going away on holiday today, so I've got a whole week to myself. Not that it makes much of a difference, we don't really see each other that much throughout the day anyway, but I thought this would be a good excuse to maybe do a bit of a Robin Clance and just like completely isolate myself for a week, really just focus. And it sounds intense, but it's honestly how I tend to live my life anyway. I'm a proper homebody. I do spend days at a time at home without really seeing other people. In this case, I'm going to do it a lot more intentionally and actually use that time more productively. And I'll probably have a day off in the middle of the week, maybe 2, we'll see how it goes. Nothing is really set in stone. The main intention is just to work hard and take care of myself as well. So if you're used to my channel, you probably expect that I would have this all planned out. I'm a proper perfectionist. I really like to have things planned like minute by minute. It just really helps me to have things structured and, you know, have that guidance and direction just to keep me moving forward, knowing what steps I need to take next. However, one of the things that's been keeping me in this good cycle of productivity recently is having more of a kind of vague idea of the broader, bigger tasks that need doing, and obviously deadlines as well, of which I have quite a few this week. And then I pretty much take each day as it comes. I focus on like 1 or 2 key things that I can get done that day that will make that day a success. So I might start my day by brain dumping a few to-dos, just getting everything out of my brain and onto paper, but then underneath my to-do list for the day I will always just write a list of 3 at most things that if I get those things done that day, then I can go to bed happy and feel like I've achieved something. I have a list of about 6 really broad must-dos for this week, and if I can do anything else, then that's a bonus. Today I've started out with my new improved morning routine. I've mentioned it a couple of times now, so a lot of time to myself, no emails, no social media, a bit of time doing some just personal fun drawings, just exploring with different media and just letting ideas flow as they do. Just a lovely, quiet and peaceful time to myself, and then I follow that up with a bit of exercise. But yeah, that's been one of my major keys to success recently, just starting my day off right. You would have seen right at the beginning of the video the little personal drawings that I was doing, or paintings that I was doing this morning. These are just a fun little experiment I was doing with some watercolour. Now I am getting to work on some client stuff. I'm at the hardest stage, which is the first draft, so you're doing all your like idea formulating and interpreting of the brief and all that kind of thing, finding references if you need them. So I start out with a big piece of paper and I put the brief in front of me. I will put any references that they might have given me, if they have, just as something to refer to while I map out as many ideas as I can. And at the top of the piece of paper I might write a few of the keywords or just a few of the main points that they have included in the brief, and then I will set a timer for 45 minutes. So 45 minutes of just pure brain dumping on this page. No idea is a bad idea. I might do some drawings, I might do some writing, keywords, just anything, doodles, whatever comes out from my brain onto the paper. I'll just get it down there and spend that 45 minutes in complete focus. I know the human brain can't focus for more than 45 minutes at a time, which is why I just stick to that, and then I'll have a 15-minute break and I'll come back. And these kinds of tasks can be hard at times because you don't necessarily feel like you're working when it's more all in your head. But I've found that having a timer helps to keep a sense of direction to it all. So, timer is set. Let's get started. Right, so I'm a couple of hours in. I've done 2 chunks of 45 minutes with a 15-minute break. I've also had an hour-long lunch, and now I'm ready to get back to it. So at the moment I'm working on a partnership with Sprite, which is really exciting. They've got a new flavour of drink out and they wanted me to be part of helping them promote it. So I'm doing a few posts for them on Instagram, and they've given me a lot of like creative freedom with it, which is fantastic, and I just get to make a piece of art or pieces of art to go with their theme of it being refreshing. They want me to try something new and really challenge myself to, you know, just step out of my comfort zone. So I've been thinking about what I'd be interested in doing differently, and I've come up with the idea that I would love to do some stamping or stenciling. That kind of art I've always really been interested in, so I feel like this is a great time to try it out. So I'm now just going to think about the different designs that I might do for the stamps. I'm going to do a few different ideas. I want to stick to like a yellowy greeny colour scheme just to go with, you know, their branding as well. But yeah, it's a super exciting little project and I'm really looking forward to getting on with it. As I said, it'll be on Instagram, so it'll probably be up by now if you are interested in checking it out, but I'm sure you'll see it later on in this video as well. And I'm on track so far with getting done what I wanted to get done today. So, time to set another 45 minutes on my timer. Let's go.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown.
Okay, this idea is coming along well, but I have realised I don't have any stamping materials, and so I'm gonna have to improvise on that. What can I make a stamp out of? I'm gonna try, if I don't have any potatoes, I will try cardboard. I've got some foam. Ooh, yes, I've got some foam. Right, I just remembered I bought some white foam board a while ago to use in videos just to kind of bounce light off, but they're a bit small for that. If I can find a way to carve this out, this might work.
Feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to
Kind of worked. I am gonna see what else I have just in case. But you know, for an impromptu stamp made out of stuff that I already had around the house, it's not bad. It's not a bad start. I just need to see if we have any potatoes.
Pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bone, I'm remembering the words you told me.
The thing is, I don't want to waste all my potatoes, do you know what I mean? I need to eat this week.
Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong.
I like it. It gives off a good texture, but I don't know, it's a lot of effort, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with the potato. It seems to have worked the best. I feel like crazed right now with like paint on my hands and a chunk of potato. Everything smells as well now. I feel like this is the perfect time for my mum to ring and check up on me, and I'll be like, oh no, I'm just cutting up potatoes to use them as stamps. But it's going well. I think the potato had the best effect, and I will just have to use it sparingly. And yeah, I guess if I get hungry for potato, I'll have to go out and get some later on in the week. I mean, obviously, If I had planned this properly, I would have had the tools and like some rubber stamping stuff as well. I'm sure there'll be comments on here saying that's not how you cut up a potato, but I'm a bit frantic right now if you couldn't tell. I've got so many different things going on at once, just like I've gone from doing very little work to a ton of deadlines all at once. So this is the one that is the most, urgent right now. I've got another thing that I've sent off the first draft for, and then there's one thing that has just been put on the back burner for now. So I'm a bit all over the place, but that's what this week is for. I'm just gonna get it all done and regain some sanity. Okay, yeah, I can do this. Okay, so I just sent my pictures off to Sprite. Kind of nervous, not gonna lie. I've never done a sponsored Instagram post before, so it's kind of new territory for me. And obviously this has taken like a good couple of days, the whole process from start to finish, just because I chose to make art specifically for that Instagram post. But if they don't like it, it's not the end of the world. I will, start from scratch. The art that I've made over the last day or so, I actually really like anyway, so it's not going to be a loss if they don't like it. It's something that I'm happy I've done regardless. But yeah, I'm glad that that is out the way now, and I can start thinking about my next task, which will be probably to shoot a video for my YouTube channel. Part of me very hopefully thinks that I can get it up tonight, but we will see. I don't actually know what I'm doing yet, but I've got a break coming up, in 49 seconds. So I'll have a good 15-minute think about what I want to paint. I might carry on with those watercolor studies that I was doing earlier, but yeah, I'll give myself a little rest and then I'll get back to work. It's going well. I'm on track. I'm definitely on track to where I thought I wanted to be at this point, so I'm happy, I'm good. I might need another coffee though. Okay, so it's now night time. I figured out what I wanted to do for the video I wanted to film, and then I had a quick dinner break. I say quick, I got distracted and ended up watching Celebrity Catchphrase, and then Crystal Maze was on as well. It's like all my old childhood shows are back on, so I had to watch, so that's 2 hours that I've spent downstairs watching telly. I still have about 2 hours left of work that I want to get in today, so I do have time to start filming that next video. What I might do, and what I could have been doing this whole time, I might set up my filming space in front of the telly and kind of multitask just to make it a little bit easier on myself. Fingers crossed, get this video filmed and uploaded tonight. We'll see.
Decided to invite her to the dinner. Me and Court sort of said, we are friends with Amber, so this is obviously awkward. She was like, well, me and Amber did have a chat, and we are sort of like, we've decided to be like, okay, is what she said. So we were sort of like, oh.
Thinking back, obviously, we was out at Faces, and she come up to me to have a chat. The next morning when I woke up,
Alright, we are on day 3 already. I skipped my workout this morning to give myself some time to wash my hair, to tidy my room because it was looking a complete state after last night. I ended up staying up till about 3 in the morning, which is very unlike me. I need my 8 hours, I'm a proper old lady, but it was so worth it just staying up those extra few hours to make sure I had that video filmed and edited and uploaded. It's up now. I got it up last thing at night, and I feel good. I feel proud that I managed to have the will to keep going, even though I was really tired. So this morning I have been working on another video that I want to get up by Wednesday, so filming it today and editing it, and then it's a sponsored video, so I do have to send it off just to get it checked over. Kind of on a roll at the moment. I also have heard back from one of the commissions that I'm doing, so I have that to work on now to do the next draft. So I'm still super busy, but on track to where I thought I would be at this time of the week, so everything's going well so far. Hey guys, back so soon, I know, but I wanted to expand on what I was talking about in the video I put out just a couple of days ago. Right, so I just finished filming. It took a bit longer than I expected, and it felt like a bit of a shambles, I'll be honest. I don't know, I'm really stumbling over my words today, so hopefully I will still be able to edit that into something good. I'm at a point now where I have about 3 or 4 different things to do. They're all around the same kind of urgency level, so I just kind of need to decide which one I'm going to get on with first. I'm making up some prints for my patrons, which I should have sent out ages ago, but I've just been super busy. I also need to edit the video that I've just filmed and get that up and sent over to be checked. And then I think I might have said, but I've heard back from my first draft on another commission, so I need to be getting on with the changes that they wanted and stuff like that. So still busy. It might be another late one tonight, we will see, but that's what this work week is all about. Okay, so I just spent the last 3.5 hours just sorting out these Patreon rewards. I'm not done yet, but I'm gonna save the rest till tomorrow. My 45-minute rule, doing 45 minutes and then having a break, definitely went out the window. I have not stood up in the last like 3.5 hours, so I'm starving. I'm gonna go and make some dinner. I'll see if I've got something really quick and easy to make. I think I'll probably chill for a bit, and then I need to crack on with some editing, and then, hey, we'll just take it one thing at a time. So, dinner.
You said you can fix it? You can take it out?
We'll do it first thing in the morning after Rob's recovered from his complications with his surgery.
Complications? Wait, what? You said it was fine. You said he was okay.
For some reason I thought it'd be a good idea to watch an old episode of Grey's Anatomy. Guess I'm just in the mood to destroy myself emotionally tonight. Alright, we're at day 4. It is hump day. We have had this long slog uphill, but it's finally downhill from here. We are counting down till the weekend. I haven't left the house in about 5 days now, but I've been really busy, so I haven't really been feeling it. Last night I just finished off by finishing the editing of the video that I had done and got that sent off to the sponsors just to have a look over it. I went to bed about 2, was up again about 8 o'clock this morning, and have just spent the first few hours of my day doing like housework, you know, tidying, cleaning up the kitchen, cleaning the bathroom. I did a couple of loads of washing, and it's the first day of the year so far that I have been able to hang my washing up outside. So shout out to the sun. It is actually a really nice day outside today. It's getting warm. It's just so nice and refreshing to finally feel like this longest winter ever is finally over. I'm functioning decently without my usual 8 hours of sleep, but I can definitely feel it. I can definitely feel the difference, and I'm pre-coffee again this morning, so I'm definitely going to need a hit of caffeine soon. But anyway, I'm nearing the end of my must-do tasks for this week. These last ones are quite labour intensive art-wise. I'm not sure how long they'll take, but they are going to be getting all of my attention today. One of the main kind of problems that I've encountered this week is the doing everything myself aspect of being alone. When, you know, when my mum's around or if I'm with Ozzy, there's a good balance of, you know, one person does the cooking, one person does the cleaning. So doing these intense hours on top of being on my own and having to do everything, I'm like finishing off my work, making dinner, cleaning up and going straight to bed, and then just waking up and doing the same cycle all over again. So I don't know how people do it. Like, my sister works 13-hour plus shifts. Ozzy sometimes works 16 hours. At the moment I'm averaging like 12 hours a day, and I get the luxury of doing it from home. Like, I really don't miss having a proper job, and like imagine having kids on top of that as well. And I always thought I wanted to live alone. Just like growing up, I always imagined my life having a place to myself. I love my own company and I love my own space, so I always just thought it would be the best time of my life, just have like a short period where I'm on my own completely. But I've been realising more and more recently that A, it's almost impossible to be able to afford to live on your own in London, but B, it just wouldn't be practical, and I don't think I would enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Mainly with like the aspect of working from home, I think I would just be completely isolated. I go stir crazy because I'm not great at reaching out to people and making time to go out and see people. I just could see myself getting really trapped in a routine and driving myself crazy. Anyway, good news today is that Ozzy is coming around later on tonight. It's going to be my first not on the phone encounter with another human being since Saturday, and he has said that he's going to sort out dinner so I can get on with cracking on with this work this evening, and then we're going to drink wine and we're going to chill, and then I will probably take tomorrow as my first day off. Maybe even the next day, we'll see. I actually, funny enough, don't feel like I need a day off yet. I keep having headaches on and off, but I think that's to do with me not drinking as much coffee as usual. In terms of tiredness, I'm fine. But it'll be good anyway. Like I said, I might take 2 days off. We'll see. As long as I can get this work done, hopefully today. I have a deadline on Friday to get it all finished off. So as long as I can get it done, and I'm not sure if I can, but we'll see. That'll be all my must-do tasks done and out the way. So I am working on the final draft of 2 out of 3 commissions that I'm doing for a company. It's a first for me, like a job of this size. I've felt like quite overwhelmed and unsure of myself at times. It's one of those things in this line of work where, you know, you just learn from each different experience. There's only so much preparation you can do. You only know the reality of it once you're actually doing it. So I am just taking this as a learning experience. I did get this book though. So this is the Graphic Artists Guild Handbook to Pricing and Ethical Guidelines. This is the 15th edition. It's the newest one. It came out this year, but they release one every 3 or 5 years, I think. I hear people talk about this all the time, but yeah, it just has so much information on all the different things that you might want to know about being an artist as your job in loads of different sectors, like animation, in advertising, just all sorts. They've got like example contracts in here, copyright, moral rights, trademarks, taxes, and then the super useful thing is all their pricing charts. So they have different examples. They really go out and talk to loads of different people in different industries about how much money to charge for things. So they've got like illustration, cartooning, animation, surface design, you know, stuff about making artwork for greetings cards. They just have these good little examples and case studies of what you can expect and what you should be looking for when it comes to pricing, and also just how it works work-wise. It's not got everything, obviously. Like I was saying, it's you know, you can't find all the answers in one place. It takes a lot of just experience, I think, as well. But it's a great starting point. I know a lot of you ask about this kind of stuff, and I think it's great to have something to be able to refer to with just an average or somewhere to start. Something to look at to see if you're in the right ballpark at least. Anyway, I'll leave a link below if you want to get this. I'm really liking it so far. It is quite pricey, but like I said, they come out with a new edition every few years, so you could always opt for the older edition. It'll be slightly cheaper and the stuff in it will still be really relevant. Anyway, enough chit chat. I am really stalling. I've been stalling all morning. I have a lot to do today and I can't really show it, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it and believe that I am getting on with it.
So go ahead and leave it. I don't know what's on your mind, and there's no way I can fix it. But you're also leaving me behind.
Okay. So these are for the...
Just a few
You like it?
Yeah,
I did.
very you.
I did. So it's less. Okay.
I like that one.
Thanks. I like this one.
Yeah, I think I like that one.
I've still got one more thing to do, but I've got till next Friday to do that.
Very nice.
While we're doing things. Yay!
Yay.
You like it?
Mhm. Great.
Okay, I'm gonna eat. I'm starving.
Wow, it's been pretty cool.
Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay?
For day 5, I just started out by finishing packaging my Patreon prints. The weather was incredible that day, so I decided I'd make it my first day off, and Ozzy and I headed out to enjoy the sun, day drink in a couple of nice beer gardens, and enjoy some nibbles until the evening, where we'd booked a table at a local Japanese restaurant called Yamamomo. It was hands down one of the best meals I've had this year, definitely, at least, maybe in like the last few years, and the atmosphere of the restaurant was amazing as well. We met up with some friends after, we had a few drinks, we stayed out till late, and then the next day was a full-on chill day. By day 7 I was back to work doing boring stuff like emails, nothing really worth filming. I did get a visit from my neighbour's cat Luna though. She came in through my bedroom window, so we hung out for a bit, not for long. She's definitely gone into another unsuspecting neighbour's bedroom and pooped on their carpet, so I just had to keep an eye on her for that one. Then I popped out for a nice little impromptu evening at the park with some friends, ended up having people back here for a little while into the night, and now here we are the next day. So I decided that I would extend my work week into day 8. To be fair, a lot of today has been spent tidying the house from top to bottom, which in this heat was a total nightmare. I've also been doing my tax self-assessment, so super boring stuff, taken a long time, and I don't know if I've done it wrong, but oh my god, the amount of tax I owe is, yeah, HMRC are really trying to milk me dry, but I've got some time to pay it off, still got a good few months to pay it off in bits, so it's all good. So that's another thing ticked off the list, and overall I'm pretty happy. I've managed to do everything that I wanted to do this week and then some. I've even had time to go out and see friends, see my boyfriend, so It's gone perfectly, it's been great. I really couldn't have asked for a better intense work week, really. I managed to stick to it and commit, and I'm really just looking forward to taking this work ethic forward into the new season. I finally feel ready for it. I do feel like I've come out of the hibernation of winter and I'm back in a good place of productivity and just feeling good about what I'm doing. So that'll be it for now, pretty much. I will see you soon for the next video, but thank you so much for watching this one. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye.